What is up, YouTube? This is Piccolo the Ibmore, and I'm here to hand out a red pill like a senzu bean. So, I got a story to tell. Something happened to me over the last weekend, and I spoke to a fellow YouTuber about this. Actually, I spoke to two fellow YouTubers about it. I spoke to another one uh, about it the other day. And to those fellow YouTubers, y'all know who y'all are. So yeah, this is gonna be a story time of what happened last week. So last weekend, I get invited to this event by this chick. Her and her friends, they invite me to this event called Carnival, and it's a thing us West Indians do. Like if you're from the islands, then you'll know what it is. Like from Haiti, Jamaica, wherever. So I decide to go. Right. Uh, I meet the chick there, and she seems happy to see me. Real happy to see me. And her friends were happy to see me as well. So then we get into the festivities. We start drinking and smoking. In retrospect, I shouldn't have done that. I mean, drinking's one thing, but smoking I shouldn't have done. Uh, and we're like having a good time. We're dancing and shit. Grinding, bumping and grinding to the music and whatever. Getting all touchy feely. And I have she said like she has a man, but she says she has a man, but she's doing all this shit with me. And like she's mentioned this so-called man to me before, but like I figured she was talking about me because like I don't know. I figured she had a thing for me. And like, if a chick has a man, I figured she wouldn't be acting this way. And I generally don't take what women say seriously anyway. Like I judge them based on their actions, not what they say. Because like if men were to actually judge women on what they say, well then this world would be upside down. So you have to really take what they say with a grain of salt. So she said she had a so-called man. Did I believe her? Absolutely not. But I just played along with it. So we're having a good time at the carnival so far, up until this point. So we're walking, right? And girl says she has to use the bathroom. But we're outside, and like since there's a lot of people, we can't use a public restroom because it's gonna be overcrowded and whatnot. And there was a porta potty, but that shit was nasty. I figured it'd be nasty. I didn't see the inside of it, but someone said it was nasty, so of course I'm gonna take their word for it. So this girl has to pee real bad. So she asked she asked me to come along with her. Now I have you know that there's four of us, right? And I'm the only guy there. So two of her female friends, her close friends, are with her. And you figured female would ask other females to accompany them to do bathroom stuff. But she asked me instead. So I figured, all right, I'll go along with it. So we find a secluded area, and then she takes off her panties and starts peeing, and I basically see everything. And like she's sort of making eye contact with me while like her vagina's out, and I basically see everything that's going on. And then when she was done peeing, there were a set of wipes. She asked me like, "Oh, can you open them? Can you open the wipes?" And I said, "Sure." I opened them, hand her a wipe, and she said thanks. So she pulls up her panties, and then she was like, did you see anything?" I was like, yeah, I kind of did. And then she was like, it's okay. My man doesn't mind. I was like, oh, really? Yeah. And then I figured, you know what? There's a reason this girl wanted me to see her vagina. I'll have you know, this girl said all that with a smile on her face. So I figured, you know what? I'm gonna shoot my shot. I mean, damned if I do, damned if I don't. Am I right? So I went in to go for a kiss, and then she was like, "Whoa!" I was like, "Hold up. Was there an actual man?" She was like, "Yeah, there was an actual man." I was like, "Then why the fuck would you have me, yo?" Like, now I'm confused. Like, why the fuck would you ask me to come handle bathroom business with you? I mean, shit. And then she asked me, "What'd you think this was?" And I'm like, I mean, I figured you're trying to get down with the get down. The fuck? Now, I have you know that I'm drunk and high, so my guard is down. And she said this. She was like, "You're like a cousin to me." I was like, "What the fuck?" I don't interact that way with my cousins. Like, I mean, I'm laughing about it now, but at the time, I'm like a little heated. Like, I don't interact that way with my cousins. I was like, "Wait, then why'd you ask me to come to the bathroom with you?" I figured because you were available. I was like, "So are your other friends." I was like, "Yo, why'd you show me your vagina?" And she was like, "I had to pee." I'm like, "Oh my fucking God, this girl is insane." You make eye contact with me and everything. I didn't say that. That's what I'm thinking. And then, yeah, shit got weird afterwards. That was a massive shot to my ego. And then we went back to the group. And then I see her and her friends texting each other. And then she texted her, he tried to kiss me. And then they're like baffled. And basically trying to, I wouldn't say, they're basically trying to embarrass me, make me look like some thirsty simp when you asked me to come to the bathroom with you and that you pulled this fuckery and shit like that. So low key, I'm heated. The event's ruined. I mean, I didn't go in there expecting pussy, but like, come on. After that, like, what do you expect me to do? At this point, the event sort of doesn't become fun anymore for me. So, we're at this point, I don't feel like dancing, and I'm like, sort of watching her dance with other guys, and I don't know, she wasn't doing that before, and now I think she's trying to send a message, maybe, or maybe she just wants to dance with other guys, whatever. And so we talk about it for a bit. She was like, well, it is what it is. I appreciate it though. I was like, wait, what do you mean you appreciate it? I appreciate the that you try to kiss me. Like she was flattered. And then at this point I'm like, man, fuck this. I want to go home. I should fucking leave these bitches behind and just take an Uber home. But I couldn't because like there was huge traffic. Like I said, we were at Carnival, so I mean I was kind of stuck there for a while. So yeah, that event sucked. Well, it didn't suck. It sucked up until the bathroom point. Um, and then she called me later that night. She asked me if I could bring a screwdriver over. So it's like what 11 p.m. at this point, and now looking back, I'm starting to realize, okay, this definitely was a shit test. So she calls me. She was like, "Oh, can you please bring a screwdriver over? I like really need it." Like she first calls me complaining about her door. It's like, "Okay, hold on, I'll call you back." And then she was like, "Oh, can you bring me a screwdriver?" Now I figured I told her at first, "Ugh, I'm in bed." And then she's like, "Come on, please." And then I was like, "Fine." I don't go there right away. I go there like 30 minutes afterwards because first I decided to get something to eat first. So 30 minutes later, I go to her house. Her house is like a minute away. And I call her. I ring her doorbell. No answer. So from that point on, I had to cut that bitch loose. I am not dealing with that fuckery, that bullshit anymore. And yeah, for a period of time, for that whole weekend, I was pretty distraught considering everything that just happened. Like, I honestly felt like a piece of shit. And, like, it got to the point where I couldn't even eat. I had a loss of appetite. That's how, I was, like, I was pretty distraught over it. And it went on like that for about, I'd say 2 to 3 days. After that third day, that's when I fell back to normal. But yeah, that was I felt like I got served with humble pie because like if you watch PUA channels, you watch a video of how to know if a woman likes you. She displayed all those signs. Like she would touch me in inappropriate places like my butt or my groin area, and like I would always catch her staring at my lips. And I don't know, she would always playfully hit me and always ask me if she can accompany me to places. Maybe she was interested and lost interest. Who knows? But yeah, after that, I was done. I was done. I mean, shit, that's female logic for you. So, women like to tease. Like, it empowers them to tease you. Like, women will go out of their way, even showing you their vagina, just so they could tease you. It's insane. And honestly, I can't even get mad at the chick, really, because, I mean, like I said, female nature is female nature. I didn't think it was that illogical or that crazy, but shit, I underestimated it. And truth be told, I actually let some YouTuber I used to be subscribed to get in my head. He said something about us black men whoremongering and, smutting the women out. And I figure I have a young chick who hasn't been driven yet. Not necessarily a virgin, but she doesn't have a lot of mileage. And, I figured, okay, I figured maybe I could culturalize her. But nah, man, we're in Babylon. Like we're not whoremongering the women, they're whoremongering themselves. They're smutting themselves out. I mean, shit. We try to treat them well, and then then they treat us like shit. Like we're not gonna tolerate that. Yeah, man. So fellas, don't let a woman tease you, waste your time, because honestly, I didn't think a woman would do all that to get validation and attention. Do all that. Because, I come from a conservative home. Like, we don't literally get naked in front of people unless, we're going to pursue something sexual. You know what I mean? Like, we don't just be getting naked in front of people because it's considered rude where I come from. But, this is Babylon, like I said before. So, yeah, man. That was that. Oh, well. So, fellas, If you have a similar story like that, leave it in the comment section because I actually would like to hear it. And yeah. So yeah, don't let a woman tease you, even if she does all that. Because even if I was to not go for a kiss, and I try to speak to my friend about it, and he's gonna be like, "Yo, what the hell, man? You should have smashed, dog." Like that's probably what I hear. So I was honestly in a damned if I do, damned if I don't situation. But anyway, peace.